We have lost contact with North America's 4th Air Force and their...
How long?
Fighting thunder. Why even bother?
It took a while, but finally we've received the attack order. We must reduce damage as much as possible. Good luck, Raiden.
I'm forwarding you the information. Please confirm before beginning your mission. Do you hear me, Raiden? We're still surveying the enemies, so please head straight to the scene.
There doesn't appear to be many enemies coming to the suburbs, but you can't be negligent. Remember, shoot them before they shoot you. Max speaking. I think that you're aware of it, but it's the first time to witness contamination of this level with these kinds of massive weapons. To be honest, I don't know what will happen, so be careful.
I'm sending you the information on the enemy. No contaminations from surface weapons have been confirmed in the area. This will be aerial combat, so please act as such. The 18th Mechanized Infantry are engaged in blocking the advancement of the enemy ships into metropolitan areas. It is unclear how long we can maintain the front line, so please hurry to the area. The speed of enemy destruction is perfect. Neither the plane nor the pilot has been damaged from the combat. We will be entering the metropolitan area very soon. The enemy in that area are being mopped up by the 2nd and 4th Panzer Divisions. Please quickly pass through it and aim for the target plane.
Hold on. This is too much for the Defense Corps to handle on their own. Descend and pursue the destruction of the target.
Captain, is that really necessary? The citizens have all been evacuated, and most of the enemy weapons have been destroyed.
That may be so, but I'm sure the retreating people could do with a coffee break. It won't hurt to help out a little.
I'm getting a response on my radar. Numerous enemies have crossed the defense lines and invaded metropolitan area.
You heard it. Sorry, but I'm gonna have to ask you to respond appropriately on site.
I'm getting a response on my radar. Numerous enemies have crossed the defense lines and invaded the metropolitan area. Enemy aircraft is flying between skyscrapers. Please be careful.
Be careful, you said. Don't you have any better advice for me?
I believe it's the captain's role to give advice. Don't you have any advice for me?
Make sure you don't hit a building.
Enemy flight battleships are approaching? Good luck. There are vessels leaving from the ships. Exercise caution. Check that the enemy had suspended action followed.
believe that something so huge is being contaminated. But I gotta say that the mission was well accomplished.
Excellent job.
Well, I'd like to relax over a coffee now, but it seems that's not possible. What's the report at Shirian?
We have received contact from the Middle East branch. It appears to be a high crystal response within the vicinity of latitude 18 degrees north and longitude 42 degrees east. It seems to have the same energy response as the previous flight battleship.
In other words, there's been another annoying contamination. Unfortunately, you'll have to refuse the invitation to tonight's party.
There's a town around the oasis ahead of us, but it appears that there has been much weapon response and has been completely subdued.
Their attacks seem perfectly efficient. Can it be there's some sort of unified strategy? I can't believe it.
There are no SOS calls from the town. Was everyone able to evacuate?
Don't know. But all I know is that I have permission to attack them without hesitation.
Why are you always so aggressive, Captain? Is that because you're military men?
Well, I'm not sure myself. What do you think, Yushiria? You're a military woman, right?
You're so mean. Your destruction rate is pretty low. Captain, you weren't very efficient out there. I'm sure there's no problem with the plane. Raid the valley and proceed without going over the cliff. Why have you chosen to raid them as if they're humans, Captain?
I won't jump to conclusions yet, but I sense that those crystals have advanced intelligence.
Intelligence? No way! Even if they had any, it could only be simple behavioral patterns like that of insects, right?
Can't rely on the words of strangers. Let's just be cautious for now.
Enemy response eliminated. Please maintain your current course.
The enemies will start gathering soon. We gotta rush through.
Bellwether will head later. Exercise caution because I can't see. Successful entry into the ruins, but Raiden seems to have been shelled, so brace yourself. The data analysis from Raiden is complete. What? What are these numbers?
What are you mumbling on about? Hurry up and report.
There's crystal reaction from the cave, but no contamination has been detected from other than the weapons.
So it's a cave surrounded by crystals. Isn't that a promising cave for the future? Man, give me a break.
But to have contamination in a cave? What could this mean?
I guess the cave's being a bit shy. A high energy response. It's
deep inside.
Well, we'll have to ask it to come out and play.
The enemy is transforming and the energy level is increasing. Please be extra careful. Enemy deactivated. Watch out for explosions. I found a path to exit out into the sky. Please make a vertical ascent and evacuate at once.
Excavating for crystals. I think we can assume now that they have intelligence. We'll join you after inspecting the cave, so stand by. Sorry for keeping you waiting. I'm heading towards the Wind's shipping port. It's a private port, but it also actually carries out repairs and maintenance for VCD.
Bellwether will head there immediately, but please patrol and secure the surrounding airspace before heading towards